giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black. To me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people.
What's good, y'all? My bad. I was walking my husband out the door and stuff, and I'm like telling him, I have alive. Stop. I'm alive. Jeez. Anyway, hope everybody's doing all right today. Hope everybody's fine. Welcome to the night. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's doing all right. So, I know Noveika, she's got schoolwork to do. So, hey Noveika, hey Jacob, hey AE, hey Michelle, hey Greenlamp, hey Alex B. So y'all go ahead and thumbs up this live. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. The recap is the mess. These chicks is a mess. The chicks is messy. The girl done got her Balenciaga bag took. She out in Hong Kong meeting this man's friends and family online. They ducking and dodging from the damn paparazzi and shit. What else done damn happened? Girl, this she only made a couple of like sample bags to the company and she got all like sad because they didn't think they was gonna take her shit, but they were like, we're gonna take your shit, so you gotta make all these bags and shit. She's like, okay. Girl done went to a premiere with her friends. Old Lizzie and Mina got all jealous because she was hey Apollo, hey Lady Honeybee, hey Super Doll. Got all mad because she took a picture with old girl, with the dude, and then come to find out that Yunji and the dude is dating from the movie. So I don't, to be honest, I don't even know why. Alex, okay, Alex, this is the thing. Alex, I can see where you're coming from with a good heart, but you have just been making decisions that have resulted in disaster. One from when they were in Hong Kong and they had that meeting with the family. That was one. Two, when you suggested they had gone that other day, I was like, why would you suggest that? I'm like, what were you thinking? It was a whole mess, and now they got caught. I don't know who snitched or what happened. Hey, Hannah, the child is about to go down. So we're going to start. Before we start, last week, I was reading this book and somebody brought up the dead man name in my chat. This book ain't about the dead man. I don't want to hear him in this chat. He don't exist. Okay? He ain't got nothing to do with the damn book. Okay? We just gonna put that out there. We are talking about Jessica, aka Rachel, these bitches in this book. Okay? They talking about that dead man. Don't put his name in that chat. And man don't exist. at all. Okay? Like, come on now. Let's don't do that because that kind of made my mood funky, and I don't like that. So let's not do that, okay? But anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. It's been a long day. I've been doing laundry. It wasn't a lot of laundry, thank goodness, but it was laundry and it was hot. Okay. It was 92, 92, 93. I was hot. Okay. They're out here acting like a fool and buckhead at the Sephora shooting. You shooting at the makeup place? What's wrong with y'all? It's getting too much, y'all. It's getting too much. A rapper got shot over here. You know what I'm saying? And found out that the ex-boyfriend came up to the apartment and clipped him. I'm like, this is a mess, y'all. I'm just like, Lord, so y'all just be safe going out here. Because it's crazy. Hey Echoes, hey Boo. It's getting crazy out in these streets. And people out here just acting like they ain't got no home training. Don't make no sense. Oh my goodness. So really Sephora out of all the places. And Buckhead, y'all, Buckhead. Whatever. I had to break out the Jack Daniel's Southern Peach because the girl needed a drink. So, see the title? Who Snitched? Chapter 17. Let's get to it. I want to know who snitched. Who snitched, y'all? There's so many theories. 17 is thick. Actually, I'll go ahead and mark my pages. Photos. So many photos. Hey, Cam. Okay, Cam, I got you. So many photos. Mr. No pulls them up on his computer. Ooh, child. Swiveling the screen to face us. There's Gonwoo leaving the restaurant, giving a tip to the valet, getting into his white Bentley. And then, with the timestamp only minutes later, Yunji leaves the restaurant. She made an attempt to hide her identity with her oversized black square sunglasses. But then, in the next photo, you can see that as soon as she opens the door to Gonwoo's car, she lifts the sunglasses atop her head before sliding in the passenger seat. It's undeniably her. But still, there's nothing remaining about these photos. It's just two people sharing a car ride. Totally innocent, bruh. Oh my God. Then Mr. No clicks ahead. There's Yunji and Gongwoo at Waffle Scoops, him stealing a lick of her ice cream cone. The photo's such a tight shot that I can even make out the Oreo bits in it. And then the nail in the coffin, a photo of two of them kissing. Several photos, actually. Oh my God, shudder goes down my spine. As bad as I feel for Yunji, the main thought pulsing in my brain is, this could have been us, but it's not. I hold my breath as Mr. No finished clicking through the photos emailed to him by Reveal, aka Dispatch. Okay. There are no photos of me and Abs at all. I might hate the 900-pound gorilla most of the time, but right now I'm grateful for its constant presence. Without it lurking in my brain 24/7, Alex and I could have easily gotten carried away and ended up getting caught too. I suddenly realized this is why it's so easy for us to leave the restaurant last night. Not because we lucked out and there was no paparazzi at all, because the paparazzi had already left the tailgate Yunji and Gunmu into the ice cream shop by the time we came out. I glanced at Yunji. I'd never seen her so distraught before. Her face is completely pale and she's hunched over in her seat like she's trying to make herself as small as possible. Ooh, child. I got to get me another sip of that. That's good. Okay. I don't want to get too tipsy while I'm sitting over here reading, but that'd be funny as hell. She keeps wiping her tears on her face, but as soon as she does, fresh ones take their place. My heart physically aches for her. Cause it's, you know what? Rachel, Jessica, I love you, girl, but this is your boyfriend's fault. He the one that suggested this shit. Um, I can't even imagine how awful this must be for her. Well, that's not true. I can imagine. I do imagine every time Alex and I are together. Worst case scenarios run through my head all the time. And now Yunji is living my worst nightmare. Reveal says that if you admit to dating Gangwoo, they won't release all the photos, Mr. No says. It's not said in this real line. They'll only release the ones that you're getting in the car with him. So, so allegedly confirming that if you're seen out with somebody in public of a famous occupation, if you admit to reveal, aka dispatch, if you're dating them, they'll only reveal certain photos. Bruh. Okay. Ooh, the extortionist. I can smell it. Yunji seems to brighten the tiniest bit, but then Mr. Mills continued. If you sign an agreement allowing Reveal to formally report on your relationship, Yunji slaps back down in her seat. Of course, if you decide to go on with this plan, DB will also release a statement confirming your relationship with Song Jung Woo. Mr. No finishes. Yunji bite her lip. Formal reporting means going public, and going public is a big deal, especially when you're not ready. I suggest you consider this decision carefully, Shin Yunji. Mr. No says, this is the only way to protect your image from further damage. SK and Moore has already gotten wind of this. They called me this morning to drop your sponsorship. Well, damn! God, don't! So, just because a girl found some love, you're gonna drop her sponsorship? You're gonna take away her bag? Bitch made shit right there, bro. So, I can't believe Yunji looks up stricken. I can't believe SK and Moore would have learned this so quickly. But I guess bad news, or at least scandalous news, travels fast in the industry. Yunji points to me, her voice shaking. What about Rachel? She was there too. Does she have? Does she also have to confess? There's no photos of Rachel, Mr. No says. No photos, no confession. Yunji's mouth drops open in disbelief. What if what Yunji says is true, Mr. No adds, shifting his stern gaze to me. You better watch what you're doing, Rachel. I called you here this morning to give you a warning so you can see for yourself the consequences of this kind of behavior. You don't want to end up like your friend here. I swallow hard and bow my head. Yes, Mr. No, I understand. I feel so guilty. I can't even look at Youngie as she signs the agreement to let Reveal report on her. This is unfair, and I know it. As soon as we leave Mr. No office, I reach for her hand. Youngie, she snatches her hand away, face blotchy with tears. This is so fucked up. We were both out with our boyfriends. How come you get away with it and I don't? Why does nothing bad ever happen to you? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, her voice rises in frustration with each word. I'm sorry, Yunji. I say, my hands falling limply by my side. Is that what she thinks? That nothing bad ever happens to me? It's true. I've been very fortunate and grateful for all the opportunities I've been given, but not like I've been waltzing through some picture perfect life. I open my mouth to try to connect with Yunji again, but before I can say another word, she turns on her heel and strides away. What if it's me next? It's the question on everyone's mind. First Ji, now Yunji. Who'll be the next one to have her secret boyfriend exposed? No one says it outright, but I can tell we're all thinking from the tense atmosphere in the villa, from the nervous glances that are constantly thrown in Yunji's direction, from the urgent whispered phone calls I hear when walking by Slim's door on my way to the bathroom late at night, from the look on Lizzie's face as she scrolls through Reveal, reading the article published by Yunji and Gunwoo for the thousandth time, her expression clearly saying, "What if this was me?" And I feel like more than anyone, Alex and I have almost been talking together twice now, 3 times, if you include that fan photo way back in Singapore when we first met. This double date was totally reckless, and it's only by sheer luck that I'm not in the position Yunji's in now. When the news broke, Alex FaceTimed me right away, but I let go of the voicemail. Shooting him a quick can't talk now text. I have to put some distance between us, rebuild the boundaries that my heart charges past every time we're together. I've been playing with fire, and it's only a matter of time before I get burned. For 3 days, I try to talk with Yunji, but she refuses to be alone with me, fleeing every room I walk into, shooting daggers at me as she goes. Actually, Yunji is hardly speaking to anyone, not even Mina and Lizzie. The only person she'll talk to lately is Ji. The two of them have never been particularly close, but it's clear that Yunji knows that Ji understands what she's going through better than any of us. I try to support them both, but lately it seems like every little thing I do is unwelcome. Ah, shit is happening. It's getting good. Oh, my bad, my bad. Hold on, let me fix my audio. Okay, I fixed it. All right. I try staying out of everybody's way, hiding in my room to focus on the 18 new designs I have to come up with. But even so, I feel like I'm tiptoeing around the villa, constantly trying to avoid landmines that could blow up without warning. So this right here, y'all, is the calm before the storm type stuff. Okay. Okay. Cause the reason why it sounds like that is when I first start when I first play the music. This is through StreamYard, by the way. This is StreamYard fault. And actually a lot of people been complaining to this about StreamYard. When the music comes on at the beginning, it distorts the audio after when you put it on your microphone. So that's through StreamYard. And people have been talking to them about that, and they're supposed to patch it and fix it. So I don't know when they're going to do that. So anyway, if that happens, my bad. I just have to like stop audio and put it back on. So when we arrive at the multi-group concert, the tension is still thick in the air. You better not screw up the choreo today, Suman. Ari says as she pulls her long black dress over her yellow sequin mini dress. But unlike their usual harmless squabbling, there's real bite behind Ari's words. You always miss the beat on the last step in the chorus. It's literally the easiest part of the whole dance, and you still manage to do it wrong. Excuse me, Suman says, shooting Ari a glare. How about you worry about yourself? Every time you're sharp on the high note in verse 2, I feel like my eardrums are bleeding. Ari opens her mouth to snap back. Oh, we got some bad girls club stuff going on. After Ari opens her mouth to snap back when Mina interrupts, glowering at both of them. Can you two shut up already? You're giving me a headache. For once, I agree with Mina. I got to get out of here for a bit. Done with my hair, makeup, and outfit, I slip out of the dressing room into the wing backstage just as Sego starts her set. Perfect timing. Leah and her group mates look way too cute in their black and white varsity jackets and combat boots. I grin and snap a photo as Leah dances to the center for her part. Enjoying the show, a voice behind me says. I turn to see Jason approaching, dressed in a red leather jacket with distressed black jeans, a smile, tucking my phone away. Here he goes with his tacky ass. Hey, you look great, I say. Are you up next? Yep, I'm nervous though. He nods towards the stage. Your little sister's a tough act to follow. I smile, thinking how 11-year-old Leah would have died to hear Jason say those words. Oh, who I'm kidding. 16-year-old Leah would have probably felt the same. Good luck, I say. You'll be great. He winks. Aren't I always? Ah, okay. Same old confident Jason. I watch as he makes his way to the stage, grabbing his guitar from a stand as he goes. Rekindling something, are we? I jump about a foot in the air at the sound of Mina's voice. What? I say. No, of course not. That's ancient history. Good, Mina says, her eyes boring into mine, because getting involved with another idol right now would be monumentally stupid. You know that, right? I nod, but don't say anything else. Yunji's been so inside her shell in the last 3 days. I'm pretty sure she hasn't told any of the girls about my involvement in her and Gamu's outing, about how I too nearly was caught with a boy of my own. Monumentally stupid. Mina, you have no idea. Come on, she says. The stylist wants to do a once over on all of us together before we go on. We head back to the dressing room, but as we approach the door, we stop. Mr. Noah is standing there having an animated conversation with one of the executives from Mnet. Wait a minute. She says Mnet, y'all. She can say that. She can say that. She can say that. She can say Mnet. She can say Mnet. She said Mnet, y'all. I don't know why I got so excited for her saying Mnet. Mnet, the TV network that's airing the concert. Mina and I exchange a glance, then inch closer to try to hear what's being said without being obvious. Obviously not, Mr. Noel is whispering, shouting. I told you that would be unacceptable. Well, they're already here, and they're slated to go on in 10 minutes, the executive says, consulting a clipboard in front of him. What do you want me to do? Tell them not to go on? Mina and I exchange another glance. Who are they talking about? Yes, Mr. No says, that's exactly what I want. Be reasonable, young Chol, the executive says, rolling his eyes. Cancel NNG, or I'm sorry, but I have to withdraw my artist. Which artist? The executive glancing nervously towards the girls' favorite dressing room. All of them, Mr. No says with the air of finality that I've heard many times before. The network executive gapes at him for a moment and then mutters, fine. As soon as he rushes off towards another dressing room where I imagine NNG is about to get some bad news. So, NNG, aka JYJ, can perform. Ooh, she telling all the tea. She telling all the tea. This is great. Okay, so it's clear I stand frozen, processing the drying scene that just played out before me. It's clear that DB has essentially, are y'all ready for this? I want everybody to type one in the chat for what y'all about to hear, because the sentence I just wrote confirmed everything. Jessica has spilled the motherfucking tea tonight. I got to take a sip of this Jack Daniels, because bitch, we ready. Type of one in the chat if y'all ready, girl. Woo! Child, this shit done got my throat burning hot. Here we go. Here we go. Apollo. Ooh, I'm glad you're here tonight, bro. It is clear, and this is exactly what it says in the book, Green Lamp. I hope you're following. It is clear that DB has essentially blacklisted NNG. Bruh, what's up, Sherm? Bruh. Oh, Jessica. We already knew, but you were the ones to let us know. Thank you for confirming that, girl. Ooh, wait. Ooh, shit's getting hot. Ooh. We knew, but we just had to have it confirmed. And because the company is so powerful and represents so many other successful groups, they can basically leverage the rest of us to prevent groups like NNG from getting any kind of fair shot after they leave DB. It makes a lot of sense to me now why we've barely heard from them in the past year. They didn't hide themselves away to work on the new sound. The company has been preventing them from getting any exposure. It's a stark reminder of what you stand to lose if you ever find yourself outside DB's protective bubble. Woo! This is dirty. I'm sorry. This is wrong. okay, just letting y'all know, when we finish with this book, we will be having a whole panel about this to talk about this. Cause baby, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. Oh, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. Man. Listen. Reveal it all. Woo, thank you, Jessica, girl. We love you. Thank you, girl. No wonder this sequel people is pissed. Well, not people. A certain company is pissed because, child, unfortunately, the business makes it so easy for the big people to screw each other over. Had to. Ooh. Let me keep going, y'all. I'm getting excited. Come on, Amina says again, as we slip back into the dressing room for our final costume check. I can see the concern on her face, but she quickly buries it away in favor of a smooth, unbothered expression. The stage lights dim as we make our way out and take formation. Midnight Prism has a lot of high energy, dance steps, and the signature slides move in the chorus is always a fan favorite. It's easy enough for non-dancers to imitate, and I love scrolling through my phone, watching fans show off their moves. I assume my opening pose back to the audience and my one arm stretched high above my head, hand delicately draped downward. Adrenaline pumps through my veins like it does every time we get ready to perform. Spotlight turns on, the music begins, and the crowd goes wild. Here we go. As tense as things have been for the group these days, on stage we're totally synchronized. Even Ari and Suman were flawless in their choreo, smiling like pros, making it look easy. I have a blast, really getting into the performance and realizing just how much I missed this over the past 5 months. As we approach the chorus, I mentally prepare to unclip my long black dress and toss it behind me as we go into the slide. We practice the move a million times, making sure we all do the costume change at the exact same moment, and that we toss our black dresses away with enough clearance so that nobody slips on the fabric. Jung almost completely wiped out during the practice once. Youngin's discarded dress playing the part of a banana peel under her feet. But now we're pros. We could do it in our sleep. We've nailed it 1,000 times in rehearsal, and now we'll get to show off our hard work for the fans. The moment comes. I easily slip the hook out of the eye to reveal my dazzling violet sequin mini dress underneath. I hear the audience gasp and cheer at the unexpected reveal. I toss my black dress behind me and slide, my right foot heading and my left foot trailing behind me. I throw in a wink to the audience just for fun, then suddenly pain, blinding pain in my left foot. I look down to see Yunjin on my left, slamming the spiky heel of her stiletto directly down on my left big toe. I let out a gasp of pain as I stumble, nearly crashing into Yunjin on the other side. Luckily, I right myself up in time, quickly falling back into formation, turning my gasp of pain into what hopefully looks to the audience like one of those ooh faces. So this bitch purposely stuck her stiletto in that girl's fucking toe. That's fucked up. I would have punched that bitch in her face and been like, oops, my bad. My fist didn't know where it was going. As the rest of the dance goes on, my stage smile is frozen on my face, but my toe is hot and throbbing. I have to blink fast to stop my eyes from watering with pain. What the hell was this? Did Yunji do that on purpose? I quickly shoot a glance in her direction, but she's smiling and dancing like nothing happened. Does she even know what she did? She must. How could she not feel under my foot under hers? We finished the set of our performance without any more accidents, striking our final pose to hoots and cheers from the audience. That's disrespectful, bro. Like, these girls are just bitches, bro. Like, the hell? Anyway, We finished the rest of our performance without any more accidents, striking our final pose to hoot and cheers from the audience. I look out to see a smiling faces, spotting the glowing Girls Forever sign, light up headbands that our forevers love to wear to our shows. For a moment, all the pain in my toe disappears. I'm riding high on the joy of performing and making our fans so happy. But as we head backstage, the pain come rushing back, and I see Mr. No waiting for us. The pain doubles. Rachel, what was that? He demands. You missed your step. You missed your step and nearly fell flat on your face. I'm sorry, Mr. No, I say, biting my lip. I can already feel my toes swelling. You better get your act together before your big concert in LA, he says, narrowing his eyes. He shoots a look at another girl, and I mean that for all of you. You're a group. If one looks bad, all of you look bad. Yes, Mr. No, everybody says, shangering. What a disaster. I keep trying to catch Yunji's eye in the dressing room, but like the last 3 days, she doesn't look my way. My toe throbs. There's already one dry blood. There already some dry blood around the nail, which looks purple and bruised. Hope it doesn't fall off. As we finish getting changed and head backstage, Jason jogs over to me, comfortably out of his stage clothes and dressed in an oversized white hoodie. See you at the after party. Right, the after party. I hesitate. Lee is going, and so the rest of the girls from members. It probably wouldn't look great if I didn't go, but honestly, all I want to do right now is go home, lie on the couch with a hot cup of tea, and nurse my foot while brainstorming new bag ideas for Lane Crawford over by the SUVs that will take us to the party. I see Yunji snickering with Mina and Lizzie. They board their SUV. Lizzie over dramatically trips over her own feet in what I imagine what must be an imitation of how I look stumbling on stage. Yunji and Mina dissolve into another round of giggles. Actually, Jason, I may just head home for the day, I say. Sure thing, he says, holding up his hand in a casual wave. Goodbye. So these bitches did that shit on purpose. I'm like, what you not gonna do is mess up my performance because you mad at me. Like, bitch, you the one that fucking got caught. Okay? She took your ass home. All right? Like, okay, that was both in the fault, but you get mad at me and you want stuff in my toe, my cute ass toes. Girl, I would have plucked your eyebrows out while you was asleep. You got me fucked up. I don't like shit like that. That petty shit. You bust your ass in the face. Anyway, I wake my way back to where the managers are waiting, hoping Junso can drive me back to the villa instead. I slept in the car, mulling over what Mr. No said. He's not wrong. We do have to get our act together before our concert in LA. It's coming up in just a few months now, and it'll be our first big show since our Glow Asia tour. If we can't pull off a single song in a local performance like tonight, how are we going to get through a whole international concert together? I sigh, reaching for my phone. As I go to unlock the screen, I see that I have 5 missed calls from Appa. My heart starts racing. Why has he been so desperate to reach me? He hasn't phoned me in ages, and I suddenly have 5 missed calls. I call her back right away. Rachel, he says, picking up the first ring. Appa, hi, is everything okay? More than okay, actually, he says. I can hear the smile in his voice. My heart rate returns to normal, and my brain stops picturing hospitals, fires, and other disasters. Is that Rachel? Are you telling her the news? Oma's voice says in the background. Put her on the speaker so I can talk too. A second later, I hear both of their voices on the phone. Rachel, can you hear me? Uma says. Hi, Uma. I'm here, I say. What's going on? You tell her, Appa says. No, you, Uma says. I tap my fingers on my knees and my leg jiggling nervously up and down. Can someone please tell me I'm dying over here? All right, we'll do it together, Appa says. 1, 3, 2, 1. We moved. I'm not pronouncing that city. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it in the phone. We're going to put it in the phone. I cannot believe this is happening. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, okay. Hold on, my husband just texted me. Hold on, he's texting me. What is? Hold on, he's like text me all the stuff. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Let me look up this word now. I'm like, geez, I'm trying to read the book and he's texting me. Okay, here we go. Time to pronounce the word.
청담동,
That's where they moved to.
청담동,
Okay. Hey, JoJo Bootsy. Hey. Oh shit. Oh, computer would see. Hey, Dante. Okay. So they moved. Wait. I cried. What do you mean you moved? As in the neighborhood where I live, 5 minutes away from where you live to be exact. We really want to move closer to you. So I've been working extra hard to save up enough money to buy this place. Sorry, y'all. To buy this place. Wow, real estate is not cheap. I think back to all those 3 a.m. texts from Appa. He must still have been in the office when he sent them. I can't believe he worked so hard just so they could be nearer to me. It was quite the challenge to keep it a secret from you, especially from Leah, Uma last. She was always asking when she could tell you, she continues, but we wanted it to be a surprise. Happy tears fill my eyes. Oh my God, I can't believe you're so close to me now. This is amazing news. When did you move? Last week. We just settled in, Appa says. We wanted to get ready before we told you. When can you come to see see the place? Text me the address. I say I can head over right now. As soon as we hang up, I lean forward in my seat to speak to Jung Suk. Could you actually drop me off somewhere? I smiled. No problem. Where to? Yes. Home. Oh. Hey, Dante. Chapter 18. I feel bad for her. She going through it, y'all. She going through it. This is sad. The first thing that greets me as I walk through the door of Uma and Appa's apartment is the smell of warm kimchi fried rice, hot off the stove with a sunny side egg on top. Eat, eat, Uma says, ushering me over to the walnut farmer's table in the eat-in kitchen. If I knew you were coming today, I would have prepared something more. None of this is perfect, I say. The smell of Oma's cooking alone is so comforting that I want to wrap myself up in it like a duvet cover. But wait, I want to see the rest of the place. We'll give you the full tour later, Oma says, firmly sitting me down in the kitchen chair. But first eat. There's no arguing with Oma. When she tells you to eat, I pick up a spoon and dig in the fried rice. Oh heaven. When the last time I had a home cooked meal like this, now that I don't eat well as an idol, in the past few months I've had mouth watering sting. Um those buns that she had in Shanghai, chili crab so fresh it could have walked off my plate in Singapore, decadent chocolate mousse in Paris, but none of those foods and none of those places can compare to a simple, delicious meal, lovingly prepared at home. Even at home, that's brand new to me. I look around the apartment from my seat, drinking in as many details as I can. It's both bigger and newer than our old place, with huge windows and amazing view of the nighttime city in the distance, nighttime lights in the distance. But I'm glad my family decided to bring most of our old furniture over. There's the area rug with edges frayed from time, the white couch that Oma bought after Leah turned 12, saying we were responsible enough now not to get it dirty. 10 minutes later, I promptly spilled banana milk all over it. The living room was full of Appas, um, potted plants, green leaves arching up towards the family photos hanging on the walls. I traced a curling vine of Hoya plant with my eyes, following as it loops along the frame of one of my favorite photos of Leah, the ones with her missing both front teeth. Even though it's a new home, it feels so familiar. It makes my heart ache. That girl misses home, man. She misses home. What happened to your foot? Appa asked, his eyes landing on my red toe. One of the girls accidentally stepped on me during the performance, I say, tucking my left foot behind my right calf. I don't want Appa to worry. It's okay. It feels better now. He makes a tisking sound. Still, let me get you some ice, he says, already halfway to the freezer. I used to hate it when Uma and Appa would fuss over me, but today I soak it all in, letting Oma refill my water glass and Appa tint my toe. I watched them the whole time, rememorizing their faces. It really has been so long since I last seen them. Christmas, I guess, but no, wait until we were still on tour over the holidays. I remember FaceTiming them and Leah from my hotel room in Taipei, trying not to cry as I watched them open presents from my old apartment. Looking at them now, I feel like they've gotten older. Oma's face is lined with more wrinkles than I remember, and Appa's hair is definitely getting grayer. I guess I never stopped to think about how when time was flying for me, it was also passing for them. It hits me now how much I've missed them. Ready for the full tour now? Appa says as I finish my last bite. He's bouncing with energy and suddenly looks so much like the young pro boxer Appa of my youth that I almost laughed out loud. So ready, I say. They show me the living room, the master bedroom, Leah's room. I see she hasn't gotten any neater than she was when she was a kid. But her bedroom was no little girl room anymore. No Next Boys posters pasted everywhere. No galaxy pattern on her duvet cover. No stuffed animals lining her bed. Okay, actually, I still spot the one rabbit plushie nestled in her pillow. The hallways are lined with art pieces that Uma and Appa collected throughout their marriage. Vintage New Yorker covers, charcoal sketches of Soul, the caricature of the two of them that they had done on the Coney Island boardwalk on their first date, when Uma's forehead twice as big as the rest of her face. Everything in this house has a story. I can't imagine my family in a more perfect home. This is the guest room, Appa says, leading me to the fine room in the apartment. But we hope you think of it as your room whenever you come to visit. He opens the door and steps back to let me enter first, and I stare in awe. A fresh jar of lilacs, my favorite flower, has been placed on the nightstand. I inhale the fresh scent of my favorite bay candle from um, the dip key and picture Uma rushing to light it as soon as she and Appa hung up the phone with me earlier tonight. There's a spacious bamboo top desk under the window and a coffee mug filled with sharpened pencils. We thought you could use this desk for when you're sketching your designs, Uma says, guiding me towards it. She opens one of the drawers and pulls out a small, flat drawing board light box and turns it on. So it's crazy how in the first book, Rachel, aka Jessica Mama, was not feeling her doing this and she wanted her to do that, but now it's like her mom is so much more open and supporting her with all the stuff she's doing, and I like that. That's pretty cool. Hey Mercedes. And there's this, if you never need to trace anything, I read about it online. Oh, Appa interjects, I have to tell you about this little great diner I found just a couple of blocks away from here, from Shungdong Park. I feel tears well up in my eyes as Appa goes on about how they can cook your eggs in special shapes like a whale or a star at the diner. I know that they don't actually love Shongdong as much as they love other parts of Seoul. I remember my early trainees day when my dad would bring me to DB for practice. He would always comment on the luxury cars that line every street we pass. Mercedes, Maseratis, and BMWs. He rattled them off with ease, but I could tell even then that everyday opulence of that city's ritziest neighborhood made him feel uncomfortable. When I first debuted, I took the whole family out to dinner at the class. I was so proud to be able to treat them, and I know they were grateful, but the whole time Appa joked nervously about not knowing which fork to use, while Oma kept muttering under her breath about how ridiculous the prices were. For my mom especially, this move is a big deal. She's all practically in simplicity, and Cheongdong is definitely not. I can't believe they went through all this trouble just to be closer to me, though I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. After all, they sacrificed a whole life in New York to move to Korea just so that I could pursue my dreams. So I guess the move across the city isn't really just par for the course for the best parents in the world. And I bet she takes care of her parents too with all the money she got. Girl got money, child. Um the door slams open and I hear Leah's voice calling out from the down the hall. Uni, are you here? I'm home. I run out to meet her. We scream when we see each other, and she races over, throwing her arms around my neck. How was the after party? I asked. Fine, fine. Heaven drank too much champagne and then made us look for her missing phone when it was just in her clutch the whole time. The usual, but come on, she says. She spreads her arms out and twirls around. What do you think of the place? It's completely perfect, I say. I can't believe you didn't tell me. Leah beams as Uma and Appa come out to join us. I'm good at surprises. So you're going to sleep over tonight? I look back over my shoulder at the room with the lilacs and the mug full of pencils. Already this place feels more like home than the villa could ever, and it's so close by. Actually, I say, how would you feel if I moved in instead? Oh wow. That night, I stayed up sketching in my new desk, then fall asleep in a pair of pajamas borrowed from Uma. It's the best sleep I ever had in a while. The next morning, Appa and I sit up at the kitchen table with bowls of, I'm not going to pronounce these. Some of these words I'm not going to pronounce. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. I have my little translator on here, and it's gonna say it for us, y'all. Okay. I'm pulling it up, y'all. That's how you pronounce it. That's what they had. What it is. What they're eating. It's a kind of It's a soybean sprouts soup. That's what it is, and it's got rice in it. It looks good though. So that's what they're eating. Okay. All right. I'm trying to look up all these words, y'all. So forgive me. Okay. And Oma made it for us before heading out to her morning class at Iwa. I try not to feel guilty for how long her commute is now, and I make a mental note to cook breakfast tomorrow, so at least I can save her time that way. Lee is already out for the day too, but the new apartment is close enough to his office that Appa can enjoy breakfast with me before heading in. Are you okay, daughter? He asks as I look down at my soup, swirling the soybean sprouts around with my chopsticks. You lucky you had a lot on your mind. You're not regretting your decision, are you? Not regretting, no. I just wonder what the girls will think. Your members, Appa says sympathetically. I nod. And the media. Last night, everything felt so right, but as soon as I woke up this morning, I was filled with the impending dread of telling everyone the news. It's true that the little annoyances of living with 8 girls have begun to grate on me, and clearly things have been tense around the villa for the past few days in the wake of what happened to Yunji. But truly, I'm not moving out because of what I'm leaving behind, but because of what I'm moving to. I don't know, I say to Appa. I guess a part of me feels like I should have stuck it out at the villa, even though I already feel so much better than betting living here. I don't want to disappoint anyone or look like I'm giving up. He holds my gaze across the table. If there's one thing I know about you, it's that you're not a quitter. You're just doing things your way like you've always done. I swallow the lump forming in my throat and nod. Thanks, Appa. He smiles. Now eat your soup. Somehow my dad saying that in his simple way is exactly what I needed. After breakfast, I gathered the courage to make my way to the villa. I have to face the girls sooner or later. I have to pick up my things. The whole walk there, all minutes of it, I practice what I'm going to say over and over in my mind. But no matter how much I try to get the words right, I still can't picture how the girls will react. I guess there's only one way to find out. But as soon as I enter the villa, I hear them chatting in the living room, dishes clattering, TV in the background. I take a deep breath. Here goes nothing. I step in the living room with a wave. Hi, girls. Good morning. Everyone stops what they're doing to look at me. The girls are all in their lazy day off morning looks, all rumpled pajamas and messy hair bun. Lizzie nudges her glasses up, raising her eyebrows. Look like someone had a late night. Are you just getting home now? Yeah, Rachel, where were you? Mina says, eyeing me over her coffee. She smirks. Did you get drunk at the after party and hook up with someone at the hotel? Before I can tell her I wasn't even at the after party, Yunji interjects, Come on, Mina. She says, give Rachel some credit. She could never do that to her boyfriend. Silence falls over the room. Spoon drops into the bowls, eyes wide in surprise. The only sound to be heard is a Baca's energy drink commercial blaring in the background. Boyfriend, Suman says, shit. It may sound to the others, oh, so this girl gonna snitch on her like that? So you mad? You gonna snitch on her girl like that? First you gonna step on her foot, you gonna just snitch on front of her like that in front of all her friends? Oh, I would have slide her one good time, bro. It may sound to the other like Genji is defending me, but I can tell from the particular arc of the brow that she knows exactly what she's doing. That she knows I prefer to keep my relationship with Alex private, but it's spilling to the rest of the group anyway. Yes, boyfriend, I answer through the words still feeling awkward in my mouth. His name is Alex. We met in Singapore. We've been talking ever since. Wow, son, he says, eyes bright. I can't believe you met him in Singapore. That's your Ji-yoon. Her voice trails off, and she casts an apologetic glance at Ji-yoon, who stiffens. She doesn't have to finish her sentence. We all know she means where Ji-yoon got caught. So you with a guy that night in Singapore, Mina says with her hand in her hip. I think back to how I explained it away, getting coffee with a friend. Well, at the time, that's all it was, but now I can see how bad it looks, especially given what happened to Ji-yoon that night. Yeah, I say slowly. Our mutual friend connected us, but we're just friends at this point. Our relationship didn't turn romantic until later. I'm not quite sure why I feel the need to clarify this, especially since that look on Ji-yoon's face clearly indicates that it doesn't make a difference. But anyway, I wasn't with him last night. I say quickly change the topic. I was with my family. Actually, I have something important to share with all of you. Here I go. I'm moving out of the villa and back home with my family. I know this might seem sudden, but my parents recently got a place really close here, and they have a room prepared for me and everything. It won't affect my commitment to the group or to any DB activities at all. In fact, I think it will help. It'll be like a fresh reset. I'm nervous. I'm rambling. I clamp my lips together and smile meekly. So what do you think? There's a moment of stunned, awkward silence. First, Ji-yoon clears her throat. Wow, you're lucky your family's so close, she says with a hint of envy. That must be so nice to have the option to live with them. I wouldn't mind living with my family too, to be honest, Youngjun adds. That'll be a nice change for you, Rachel. I'm not grateful for Youngjun level-headedness. I start to head to my room before I can take even one step. Can we get back to the boyfriend though, son? He says. What's he like? Do you have a photo? So close. He's really sweet and kind, I say hesitantly. It feels weird talking about Alex right on the heels of Yunjin and Junwon's scandal. From the pinch expression on Yunji's face, I could tell still a sore spot for her. I deflect the rest of the conversation. I don't have many photos, though. We're long distance after all. Well, congratulations, Rachel, Mina says with a smile, on the relationship and the move. That's a lot of big life things happening for you. Thanks, Mina, I say slowly. She doesn't say anything more, but I can't help to feel uneasy. All things considered, they took my news about the move really well. Mm-hmm. It's a plot and a plan. It's a plot and a plan. There's some nosy. Oh, I already read it, Jacob. I know what it is. These are some nosy ass people, and when she does confide in them, they get an attitude about her having it better than them. Yeah, like y'all really get mad because her parents moved closer to be there with her? Are y'all mad because your parents ain't supportive of you? See, we already see the plot and the plan already. They're a little bit too happy she moving, so they already know what's up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for you. So right now where the plot and the plan. Listen, they getting messy. Hey Janelle, right? They on some like BS right now. And I'm getting y'all listen, the more I'm reading this book, the more pissed off I'm getting. And Yunji is really pissing me off. Like they ganging up on her now. The gang mentality is starting. Remember what old girl told her? Remember, she said you have to tell the difference between what? Bickering and bitterness. And I see nothing but a bunch of fucking bitter ass bitches getting it mad at this girl. See, let me tell y'all something. One, never hang around a person that gets mad when you receive a blessing. When you receive a blessing, everybody start congratulating you, and they're just like, "Oh, I wish that was me. Oh, I guess. Well, this, that," and they start doing like that. Those are red flags. Stay away from them. They don't have your well-being like at their best at your best interest at all. Get away from them people. Those are terrible people. Every time one of my friends or one of y'all like receive a blessing or like get something or anything like that, a new job, a car, whatever it is, I congratulate y'all because I love seeing my friends win. Don't y'all love it to see when y'all friends win? There's people out here don't want to see you win, and it's fucked up. And right now, they don't want to see that girl win, bro. I'm getting so heated right now, bro. I'm getting so heated. Woo, bro. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot in the face. This is piss. This is pisses me off. Every time I read, it's getting more and more pissed. So the girls wouldn't out my relationship, would they? Yes, they would. Somebody's gonna snitch on you, girl. I expect that more than one of the girls have a secret boyfriend of her own. Lizzie and Suman were looking particularly worried when Yunji and Gonwoo were exposed. They wouldn't want more members of Girls Forever under the media spotlight for secretly dating, would they? That would only draw unwanted attention to themselves. Oh well, I'm going to get packed and make a beeline from my room before they can ask any more questions about Alex. Go into my room, empty the contents of my dresser drawers. My parents offer me a bunch of empty moving boxes, but I figure I see what I can squeeze into my various suitcases first. I'm rolling up t-shirts, socks, and pajamas to line the bottom of my Amway suitcase when I suddenly sense a presence in the doorway. I look up expecting to see Ji-yoon, but it's Yunji. Here go this hoe. Okay, here come this hoe. This hoe's coming in here, y'all. Her face is a blank, impassive. She hovers there silently for a moment and says, "So you're really moving out?" "Yep," I say, roll up a pair of woolly socks. "You're shattering the snow globe," Yunji pouts. But rather than sounding accusatory, she seems wistful. I look up and see a hint of emotion starting to show in her eyes. "Yunji," I say. Her bottom lip starts to tremble. I reach for her hand to bring her to come to sit beside me on Ji-yoon's bed, and it's covered in clothes. Sorry for what happened. It was totally unfair. It could have easily been me and Alex, and honestly, it's just really bad luck for you and Gonboon. Happened to go out first and get caught. I feel a super shiver down my spine again, realizing how true it is. Probably one of the waiters recognized Gonboon and tipped off her bill. How could anyone else have known? I tentatively put my arm around her shoulder, though she stiffens, she doesn't pull away. "I'm so sorry it happened that way." So sorry. I can't believe how messed up this whole thing is. Yeah, she looks away, her voice breaking. It is. But please don't be angry with me. We need each other to get through this. The real people to be angry with is at the media, I say, for forcing us to go public with our relationships before we're ready. And I say instinctively lowering my voice if Mr. No could somehow hear us in the villa. DB for going along with it. How hard it is for them just to say no commitment, no comment. I know DB has our best interest at heart and just trying to protect us within the framework of the industry, but sometimes I wish they'd stand up for us and our rights to privacy more than they do. And at least they aren't forcing you to break up like Ji-yoon and Jin. I guess, she says, she sighs. Her shoulders deflate, the anger seeping out of her and turning into feet. Now, bitch, you gonna no, fuck that. You gonna take me to the doctor or somebody, and you gonna do something about my toe. You need to fix it. You stepped on it, man. How would you like if you woke up and the stiletto was in your eye or in your butthole? Like, you can't do this to people, man. Like, you gonna sit up. See, Jessica is way too nice, bro. Jessica is way too nice. Like, I just, whew. This is what I get for dating someone as famous as me. More famous, actually. I should have gone for a nobody like you did. It would have been so much easier to go under the radar. Damn, that's slick shade. I know at some level she's right, but still, does she not realize how rude it is to refer Alex as a nobody? Oh well, not the time. What does he do again? Youngie asks. Finance, right? I nod. He does investments for fashion companies. He's actually been amazing in helping me launch my own handbag line. As I say this, my eyes automatically drift towards my open closet to the blank space where my Balenciaga should be. But wait, not should be, is the blue Balenciaga bag is back. Oh, so one of the bitches brought the bag back. It's sitting on the top shelf where I last left it, but it sure doesn't look the same as when I saw it. The leather is cracked, and what there appears to be a pen ink stain on the front side. It's definitely been used and not gently. I jump up from the bed and run my fingers over the room lever, my chest pinching. Oh, baby, I mutter, who did this to you? I'm torn between feeling, first of all, this girl. First of all, these bitches are getting me pissed off. Y'all getting mad at me because my mama and my daddy just moved closer to me. So you mad about that. You jealous about the shit I'm doing with my sister and my handbags. You bitches done stole my bags. Then one bitch done stepped on my toe. Then I took the Balenciaga, bruh. Before even that, the bitch done like sat up here and she said that my boyfriend was a nobody. And then the Balenciaga, somebody took the Balenciaga, y'all, and just messed it. Girl, I need a drink. I need a drink. I need a drink. I cannot with the foolishness, Lord Jesus. I can't. I'm child. I'm getting you, man, girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whack. Whack. Bro, you not, no, no. I'm gonna be like Tanisha from Bad Girls Club and start getting some pots and pans and shit and start talking shit. I'm gonna lock the front door. I'm gonna lock the back door. I'm about to lock the windows. I'm like, ain't nobody going out until somebody tell me what fuck happened to my shit. The Balenciaga. Okay, my baby daddy, my future baby daddy brought me this purse, and this is what y'all gonna do? Bro, I'm no. Mm-mm. These little girls, they play too much. Little girls, little girls. By the way, I cannot believe this shit right here. I am just. Let's continue reading this because my what I'm thinking what she's doing right now, basically what she's doing, she's smart. She's really she's changing up. You're thinking that it's a certain member, but what she's doing is changing it up so it can be anybody at this point. But I man, whew, them the three demons right there. Let's continue. I'm torn between feeling intense relief that the bag has been returned and renewed annoyance that it was taken in the first place. Leaving a bewildered Yunji, I go out to the living room, bag in hand. I know it's stupid. It's a stupid thing to get hung up, but it's my last day living with the girls. If I'm going to get answers about who borrowed the bag without asking, it has to be now. Guys, seriously, who borrowed this? I say, trying not to sound too annoyed. Come on, it's not a big deal, but please, someone fess up. Really, Rachel? Lizzie says, you're going to spend your last day here accusing us of theft? I wasn't accusing, I start. I can't believe you're really moving out, Rachel, son. He looks at me with sad eyes. Oh my God, I'm just, my head is hurting. 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 I can't, as I swallow my frustration, my irritation, shrivel it to a crisp, right, bigger picture. I have to focus on the fact that I'm moving and what a big change that is for everyone. I'm the one basically bringing about the end of an era, so I have to be the bigger person here. It'll be okay, son, I say. If anything, I bet we'll be closer than ever. One fewer girl to fight over the bathroom will do wonders for everyone, I promise. I guess so, son, he says. Oh, and Lizzie, I say, turning to her. She raising an eyebrow wearily, waiting to see what she's being called out. I know how important it is your sister is to you. If you want to move back home too, I would totally support you with DB. Lizzie cast her eyes downward, looking the slightest bit chastened. And hey, Ginyu says cheerfully, look on the bright side. Now I get my own room. We should rotate the single room, Suman says quickly, bringing up an age-old point of contention. The villa has 5 bedrooms and there's 9 of us, which means everyone has a roommate except Mina, who got one solo room. Until that is, I call dibs. Oh, so Mina always had a solo room, so everybody else had to share the rooms. Okay, got you. I call dibs after Ji-Yoon, Ari says, throwing her hands up in the air. No fair, I was going to call it, Suman says. As they bicker, I look down the cracked leather of my bag. They say distant makes the heart grow fonder. I hope that will really be the case for us. Exactly. Them girls sabotage your purse, girl. Jessica, girl, you gotta stop being naive, honey. Okay, so this is the last chapter for the night, y'all. We on 19. We almost there, y'all. We on 19, so we got 10 more chapters to go, y'all. Okay, we getting up there. We getting up there, y'all. This is the last chapter I'm gonna read for the night. Girls forever. No, girls forever. Forever no more. Rachel Kim prepares to go solo. We fell in love with Girls Forever when they exploded onto the K-pop scene nearly 6 years ago. But as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. Has half of a decade been long enough for Rachel Kim to fall out in love with the group? A source close to us tells us Rachel's been unhappy with the other 8 girls for a long time. She actually never got over the Jason Mina love triangle and has spent years forcing the rest of the girls to choose sides. Damn, another witness says they overheard an epic shadow showdown happening at the girls' villa last weekend, causing Rachel to storm out with her suitcases. This is only one ridiculous story out of dozens that the tabloids have been churning out since I moved back home. In order to do damage control, DB doubles down on the booking group photo shoots, and advertisements for the 9 of us, making sure that the world still sees us as one big happy family. Hang in there, girls, Mr. Han says during our last shoot. Your schedules will go back to normal soon, but right now it's important that you stick together. The public confidence in Girls Forever and sisterhood has already shaken enough these days. I frowned, granted by his comment. I know the company has more power to influence the media narrative than Mr. Han is letting on. And remember, ladies, Mr. No warns, joining Mr. Han on set, you don't want to give your fans any reason to be worried about you when they should be celebrating your comeback. Jessica, the way she describes LSM, y'all know who LSM is. I'm not even gonna say his name. Don't even put his name in the chat. But for real, don't put his name in the chat. LSM, you should know. Hey Jada, the way she describes LSM, like he's some like tyrant, like this dictator or something. Like he's like all scary and shit. Like don't be scared of that man. All he does is get drunk and drink wine. Okay. So, um, well, that's at least a sentiment I can get behind. It's late June now, but I know September and our LA concert will be before we know it. Be here before we know it. We have to pull it together for forever. Our fans have supported us through everything, and we don't want to disappoint them now. I'm sipping on the stuff called Jack Daniel's Peach. It's delicious. It's a Jack Daniel's peach drink. I have to drink. For now on, when I read this book, I'm gonna have to drink. I'm gonna end up like Lee Suman up here drinking on the balcony and shit. Oh, I didn't say this nigga name. Never mind. Child. See, it don't even matter at this point. This whole chapter, this everything about this book at the ending has just gave me stress. I'm stressed, y'all. A nigga over here is stressed. I got to burp. Let me unmute this because I want to hear y'all to hear me burp. Woo, excuse me. Here we go. Let me keep reading this shit. The good news is things within the group have really improved since I moved out. As exhausting as our schedule has been lately, I find that I'm excited to see the girls when I arrive at whatever set we're shooting at, anxious to catch up with everyone and hear what went down at the house the night before. Oh my gosh, you should have seen it, Ari gushes as we pull on the black and white racing suits for our car commercial. Strawberry milk everywhere. I've never seen Lizzie laugh so hard. They were totally cuddling, Sunheat whispers as makeup artist on the Coca-Cola shoot touches up our bold red lips. Seriously, it was adorable. Jung was a little spoon, but don't tell Mina I told you. When I come home late from a long day of Girls Forever commitments, Oma's right there to greet me with a cup of barley tea and a warmed up plate. I eat star-shaped omelets with Appa on the weekends and help Leah memorize the Mandarin lyrics for Sego's first Chinese album. So let's look up when FX had their first Chinese. Did they have a Chinese album? They did? Let me look. Let's look. This is fun. Um I'm looking at discography. I'm looking at it. Don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Nope. Maybe she just, throwing us off a bit. Yeah, she's throwing us off a bit. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Let me stop because they were actually under Avex Entertainment in Japan, Taiwan, China, and Hong Kong. So they did. I had to look deeper. I had to go deep in the rabbit hole for this one. Oh my god. Okay. Gotcha. Whoo, Jesus. I had to look, y'all. Okay. Okay. All right. Um. Right. That's why. Yes. That's why I was saying that too, Jada. That too, Jada. Yeah. Jessica, girl, you think you slick? We know. Okay, so um, I don't. God, okay. And when I'm not promoting with Girls Forever or spending time with my family, I'm glued to the bamboo desk in my new room working on new design sketches for my line of handbags. When I first learned about Lane Crawford stipulation that I needed to have a second season worth of designs ready to go by launch, honestly thought there was no freaking way. But amazingly, as soon as June comes to a close, I find that I'm already halfway through designing the required 18 bags. I don't know if that's the distance from the tension at the villa, that the comfort of being surrounded by family, or this perfect step up, this perfect setup, excuse me, Oma created for me with the bamboo desk. I'm sorry, my husband was trying to text me again. You're gonna have to wait. So you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait. The brand launch is approaching fast. It's fast approaching, and it's probably still going to come down to the wire. But for the first time, I feel like I might actually pull this off. Oh, this looks cool, Leah says, peering over my shoulder one evening in early July. Which one is that? I'm working on a series of bags inspired by a move to Korea after I was recruited by DB and the training years that followed. They're sleek rectangular mini bags with removable straps, allowing them to function as both a crossbody and a clutch. They'll come in different colors with different strap styles so you can mix and match. I changed so much in those 7 training years. I wanted those bags to reflect the sense of growth, of evolution. Oh, I get it, Leah says after I explain the inspiration behind the crossbody to clutch concept. And it transitioned from day and night, just like you transform from your normal girl into K-pop superstar. Yeah, exactly, I laugh. This one is gorgeous, Leah says, grabbing a handful of photo samples from a recent shoot with Lot Department Store. They're doing a big ad campaign for the launch here in Korea. I lean over Leah's shoulder to see the picture she's referring to. It's a shot of me against a bright white black background, with a huge smile on my face, trying to balance a triangular shaped bag on my head. That's the New York one, right? Leah asked. I nod. This was one of the hardest bags to design. I agonized over specific charms for the zipper. Now, the thing about it is, Jessica is not from New York. Jessica is from Cali. So, like, that kind of threw me off a little bit too, because I'm like, New York, girl, ain't you from Cali? She from San Francisco. So I was just like, huh? But then I was like, I understand what I understand what she's doing. I understand what she's doing. Okay, got you. So, and what's crazy, y'all, do you know how the thing about it is that y'all know how SM likes to like just scout people and just follow them in the most random places. Crystal and Jessica are at the damn mall, and SM scouted them at the damn mall. Oh my god. Anyways, um, this one is gorgeous. Leah says, grabbing a handful of photo samples from a recent shoot with Lot department store. They're doing a big. Okay, I already read that. Okay, you have to hold this for me. Leah says it's got such a cool vibe. I grin. I grin. Celeste called it nostalgic yet fresh since Alex told me that Lane Crawford was going to carry the bags. I've been in close contact with Celeste and her team. Even though he's technically an investor in the brand, I didn't want Alex to have to be the go between for me and Lane Crawford, especially now. Just then, my phone buzzes and my heartbeat accelerates by several degrees. Each time Alex texts me, I feel like there's a radar beam pulsing from my phone. Hey, look over here. Rachel Kim is texting with a boy. She kissed him too. He calls her his girlfriend. With all that increased media speculation since Youngji's scandal and my move out of the villa, spending time with Alex in person is increasingly feeling like an impossibility. But every time I text or FaceTime him, it just makes me want to see him more. So I try to rein the frequency of our chats to spare myself the temptation. I know I should be honest with Alex about my hesitancy to make things official between us, but my own mind is conflicted. I wouldn't even know how to begin to explain to him what I'm feeling. So for now, it's easier to keep him at a distance. My fingers are poised to type back, sorry, been slammed lately. But when I look at my screen, it's not a message from Alex. I see Yunjin. Hey, you, coffee at DB HQ next Tuesday. It's been a long time since I caught up with my mentor from my trainees days, but Chung Yujin is the same as ever, brisk and no nonsense, but once warm and inviting, her eyes bright with curiosity, her hair electric blue. We're sitting at the DB headquarters rooftop cafe, sipping iced tea under the big white umbrellas propped over the gleaming glass tables. Sounds like you're doing great, Yunjin says when I finish catching her up on all the things I have going on. Definitely great and definitely busy, I laugh. And the brand launches in early August, so things will only get busier from here, I say, thinking of the marketing materials I have to improve and the launch day interviews I have to prep for over the next month. Not to mention all the group promotion for DB that has us shooting. Yes, you all have been going nonstop lately, Eugene says with an eyebrow raise. I've heard you moved back home with your family, she adds, clearly noting the connection between my recent relocation and the sudden influx of group promos. Her from DB or her from the real, I cringe. They've been running tons of bogus stories about me. Eugene sets down her coffee cup and leans forward, her face thoughtful. Listen, Rachel, the world has its eyes on you. You know that, right? You know that's why Reveal and all the other media outlets cover you so closely, especially now with all the exciting things you have going on. I blush a little, feeling both pleased and embarrassed. It's great. You totally deserve all the success, Eugene continues. But if I learned anything through the years of my training, it's the internal competition within groups can breed some serious resentment, especially once a group reaches a certain level. First, you're all working together trying to reach the top. But once you do, it's not uncommon for members to try to reach the top within the group. You've been together for what, 5 years? Eugene asks. 6, I say, as of next month. But honestly, Eugene, things between the girls have been fine, but even better even since I moved out. You know how the media likes to spin things. They're not happy unless there's some big conspiracy to report on. Yunjin looks unconvinced. Speaking of which, her eyes narrow, pinning me under her gaze, like a trainee who's been caught with a forbidden cell phone at rehearsal. I understand you were with Yunji at a certain dinner, she asked pointedly. Her words hang in the air for a moment, and it suddenly dawns on me that maybe this isn't a friendly catch up. Maybe Yunjin's been sitting here by DB to deliver a warning. I take a long sip of my iced coffee before answering. Yes, I say slowly. I was, but I paused, trying to choose my words carefully as close as I felt to Eugene. The fact is, she's still DB management. You have nothing to worry about then. But not to worry about there. Eugen, I'm handling things. Sure, if handling things mean avoiding Alex altogether so I don't have to actually deal with the enormity of the situation. I take a deep breath and look at Yinjig and I understand what my responsibilities are as a member of this group and as a DB idol. It's true. I also know that's what Yunjin needs to hear in order to give a positive report back to Mr. Noah. Well, that's good, she says, her face softening somewhat. But you know as well as anyone that how any but you know as well as anyone that how things are and how things look are not always the same. In our business, the latter is just important, if not so. She leans back in her chair, her eyes scanning the rooftop cafe. Trainees, idols, and management mingle over lattes and pastries. On the surface, everyone seems to be enjoying a casual coffee break. But she's talking to Yunjin. Yunjin is management. I don't know who this is. This person is giving me Boa vibes for some reason. But anyway, she leans back in her eyes, scanning the rooftop. Trainee idols and management mingle over lattes and pastries. Okay, I already read it. One on the surface, everyone seems to be enjoying a casual coffee break, but I'm sure most are engaged in serious conversation like the one Eugene and I are having. Like she said, appearances don't always reflect reality. I've got it, she says, suddenly slamming her hand on the glass table. You should host a party for the group's anniversary next month. I'm sure DB is planning something, but if you can take the reins on it, it could go a long way towards showing the girls that no matter where you are living or what side projects, she raises an eyebrow at me again. I feel like my cheeks redden at the implied double meaning you might have going on. Girls forever will always be your first priority. I sipped the last drops of my iced coffee, taking in her suggestion. Eugene's right. Being with her has brought back so many memories of my training days, and nearly all of them feature Akari. It hurts knowing how much I ruined that friendship. I can't let the same thing happen with my group mates. For now, it's just the media speculating that there's a rift between the Girls Forever unit. But I know just how powerful the media can be. Read a story enough times, you can start thinking it might be true. I don't want the girls to start doubting my commitment to the group. Throwing an anniversary party for the group will solidify how much I care about them and hopefully give the media something new to write about. I smile at Yunjin. I'm all in. You look lovely tonight, Rachel. Jung Suk says as I climb into the back seat wearing a simple but classy white pantsuit with gold hoop earrings, a big shopping bag slung over my shoulder. Just as Eugene suspected, DB was happy to let me assume the role of hostess for the Girls Forever anniversary event and made sure all the media outlets knew I'd be doing. I have a feeling Alex is gonna show up. This nigga is just gonna show up and shit's gonna start. Alex, you cool, bro, but I'm just thinking that you doing too much, bro. You doing too much, but it's all good. Y'all together, y'all happy, and that's all that matters at the moment. So it is what it is. Hold on. All right. All right. So all right. Let me keep on going. Whoo, my goodness gracious, this is crazy. A lot's going on, bruh. Yeah, I gotta hurry up and read because I just heard some thunder, and I ain't trying to hear that while I'm reading. So, um, Yunjin suspected DB was happy to let me assume the role of hostess for the Girls Forever anniversary event and made sure all the media outlets knew I'd be doing it. Over the past 3 weeks, I logged countless hours arranging menus. Suman is allergic to strawberries. Junior hates artichokes. Consulting schedules must not conflict with Sunhee's radio show, Ari's musical, Armina's acting gigs. All nine of us must be present per DB mandate. And of course, all while I've been finalizing plan for my brand launch, which is somehow not only a week away. Before heading to the restaurant tonight, I sent off the last of my 18 sketches from the Lane Crawford second season. It took more than one honey buttered chip fuel all nighter to get it done, but I managed to pull it off. Pressing send on my email to Celeste this afternoon felt like an immense weight had been lifted. I know tonight's dinner is just as much for the media coverage as it is for us, but still, I can't wait to enjoy a relaxing evening celebrating with the girls. As we pull up to the restaurant, my phone pings with an incoming message. Happy anniversary. My heart flutters seeing those words typed out from Alex. I know he's referring to Girls Forever, but still I'm instantly transported to some future day when we're celebrating an anniversary of our own. I feel the now familiar tugs of guilt and longing. There's so much I want to say to him about us, our future, my fear, and my hopes. But it never seems like the right time with so many other commitments vying for my attention. And with the paparazzi ready to expose us at every turn. For now, I sent him a string of heart emojis before tucking my phone away to my pocket. The press is already out for in front at Oasis 411. By the time I arrive, I wait in my car until all the girls arrive so we can enter the posh, palatable restaurant together. Oasis 411 is the total opposite of Marigold House, where Yunji and I had our double date. It's ostentatious and high end with high end and all about the opportunity to see and be seen. The group arrives shortly after I do, and the camera goes wild, snapping photos of us as we hug and greeting and linger in the warm July breeze, giddy and excited for our celebration. These bitches were like all like fake and like me months ago. I wouldn't be hugging them or nothing, whatever, girl. Jessica, you so forgiving, girl. I give that to you. You got a good old heart, girl. We take one official pose shot in honor of our 6th anniversary, arms looped around each other before waving at the paparazzi and disappearing to the restaurant. We're whisked away to a private dining room, but unlike my double date with Yunji, this one has floor to ceiling windows, and I would not be surprised if there were more photographers in the shrubbery outside hoping to score some pics through the glass. But as soon as the door opened, the hyped up atmosphere from 10 seconds ago dies down, leaving us in a tepid silence instead. It's like the past several weeks we've spent performing our group commentary for the promo shoot has left us drained of any authentic sense of friendship. After a few awkward beats, Mina asked, "Did you go on a shopping spree before coming here or something?" She nodded at the shopping bag on the floor next to my chair. "Must be nice to have time to go shopping," Lizzie says coolly. "I barely had time to sleep these days, but Rachel can raid the Galleria." I start to protest, but then a waitress comes in and reads off the preset meal I've arranged for tonight dinner. When she reads off the grilled halibut entree, Jean snorts. My heart drops a little. I took the time to pick out this menu specifically for the girls, keeping in mind everyone's favorites, but maybe I missed the mark. "Sorry," I say, once the waitress has left. "If you guys don't want the halibut, I'm sure the kitchen can prepare something else. I want this night to go perfectly, and not for the media, but for us. 6 years is a major accomplishment for a girl group. It sure is. Because that 7-year cursed child, and we should be celebrating that." No, Jean laughs. "I love halibut. Great call, Rachel. I was just thinking about that seafood commercial we did back in year 3. Do you remember that?" "Oh my God," Lizzie says. "I think I blocked it out of my memory." "With the live lobsters," Youngin says. He wanted to take one home as a pet. She pokes Sunny the yarn. "I did not," Sunny starts to say, but Junior overlaps her. Like, "Excuse me, how the fuck did anyone think that was a good idea? They just cursing up in here, child." He plugged my phone up. It's over here doing all types of stuff. Hold on. Plug up, phone. Okay. Ari bursts out laughing, holding her stomach, just as the waitress comes in and begins passing around an amused bouquet of heirloom tomato and eggplant champignon Christine, this is fancy stuff. Okay, the lobsters were bad, but I'll take that over the time we had to roll around in the melted chocolate for Pepero Day, some Suman says. That was seriously unhygienic. Oh my God, I blocked that out of my memory too, Lizzie groans. That was actually the worst. Lee and I used to love exchanging boxes of chocolate dip cookies sticks on Pepero Day, aka hockey sticks. But after being dressed up as a literal human Pepero stick, I distinctly lost my taste for the holiday. I still puke in my mouth a little every time I see Pepero now. Can you unplug Zahara's night light, please? This time will burst out laughing, and Ari grips her stomach tighter, waving her hand in the air for us to stop. Seriously, it hurts, she says. That only makes us laughter. As the first course comes out, gorgeously plated mini servings of cuttlefish stuffed saffron risotto, beef and pumpkin, consomme with ravioli, oysters with tuna crudo. We keep sharing memories from the past 6 years, reminiscing from our worst memories, moments to our funniest and scariest ones. Ooh, one of my scariest moments was when we thought we lost Sunhee at the airport in Taiwan, I say. Um, oh my God. There. My bad. What happened to the page? Okay. And the fight was about to take off. Do you remember how much we panicked? We thought you got kidnapped, son. I'm sorry, son, he laughs, her face turning red. Breakfast didn't sit well with me. You could have told us you were going to the bathroom, I say, laughing. Mina nearly called for the air marshal. Mina rolls her eyes, but a small smile peeks out, and she looks fondly at Sunhee. My scariest moment was when a fan fainted because she was so excited to meet us, Suman says. Jung was about to climb over the table and do CPR on her. That's what first aid training is for, Jung says seriously. I remember that, Fan already says. She woke up on her own after 10 seconds and was so embarrassed. After we all gave her a hug and took a photo with her, she said it turned into the best day of her life. That was sweet, Mina said. Oh, y'all had people falling out over y'all. Y'all like Michael Jackson. Y'all had hoes falling over y'all like, ah. Oh, fans are the best. Hold up. Is Chu Mina getting sentimental? Yunji says. Mina shrugs, spearing a piece of ravioli with her fork and popping it into her mouth. You didn't hear it from me. The night slips away hour by hour as we keep eating and chatting, swapping stories. I wish the media could see us like this, loose and punchy, our guards down as we reminisce about the times were shared, all of us genuinely enjoying each other's company. But then again, maybe that's what makes moments like this so special. They're ours alone. These girls may get on my nerves like no other, but at the end of the day, they're the only ones who have gone through everything with me in the past 6 years. We really are family, whether we like it or not. And tonight, I think to myself, looking around the table, I like it a lot. By the way, I thought I should tell everyone, Lizzie says. DB has given me permission to move back in with my family. I'll be leaving the villa next week. Her eyes darted to mine in the briefest acknowledgement before she looks away, reaching for a sip of her drink. Me too, Youngin says. She turns to me with an appreciative smile. My mom's thrilled and she wants all of you to come to the cafe soon. I think she already called Mr. No 14 times about setting something up, so look forward to that being added to your schedules. She gives a half smile and rolls her eyes. Anyway, we really have you to thank, Rachel. I thought about moving home before, but I never would have brought it up with the execs if you hadn't first. Thank you for the inspiration. A full of wave of relief after hearing over and over again how much grief my moving out was giving DB with all the bad press. I feel so glad to hear that something positive has come out of it for the group. That's all great, I say. Really great news. And speaking of inspiration, I reach for my shopping bag, feeling butterflies in my stomach. I've been waiting for this moment all night, and I suddenly feel nervous. I have a gift for each of you. One by one, I pull out 8 handbags from the inside shopping bag. These are the bags from my fashion line. They're all inspired by important moments or phases of my life. For the past 6 years, you guys have been there for every single moment. So I want you all to be the first to have one. I lay out the bags from the table. flushing with nerves and maybe a little bit of pride, and hand out the NYC bag, the trainee bag, the first tour bag, and my favorite, the one I call the Rachel Now bag. It's buttery smooth and spherical shape and meant to represent my current life as a globe-trotting K-pop star. I can't stop smiling as they fight over which bag will be each of theirs. I'm glad they like them. I wouldn't have gave them shit. I would have gave them the damn plastic out the bag. Girl, Jessica, you got a good heart, man. You got a good heart. You loyal. That's loyal as hell for you to do, bro. That's beautiful. Um, I'm so glad that I like them. They like them. My group mates are so unpredictable sometimes that I was keeping my expectations low, but I didn't realize how much their support would mean to me until now. I watch as Yunji tries on the trainee bag, the one that transitioned from a crossbody to a clutch. I thought I changed a lot during my 7 trainee years, but I see now that these past 6 years, the ones since we debuted, have been just as formative, if not more. I've grown into a well-rounded person who can love K-pop with all her heart, but still pursue other passions. Well-rounded, the perfect description of the Rachel Now bag. I make a mental note to put in one of the promotional posts that reminded myself to stay focused on the moment. Our anniversary. I can't believe it's been 6 years already. As I look around the room again, my eyes get a little watery. We've been through so much together, these 8 girls and I. I raise my glass. To 6 years of Girls Forever. We cheer. And many more to come. So that ended on a light note right there. So basically, despite these bitches being mean to her, her toe getting shanked and stuff like she was in prison, her bag getting messed up, this girl went out of her way to still give them girls the bag that she made our collection for. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't do it. But she loved them girls. Those are her sisters. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I just I just I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And she's an Aries, y'all. She's an Aries. 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 But Aries, they're courageous and decisive people, with their situations in life. So Aries are cool people, bro. Aries are cool people. Aries are cool people. So I'm just like, she's a giving person. She dives head first into all the things that she does, Um and the funny thing, Aries, they be leading the blind optimism. And she's so optimistic about a lot of stuff. So I can see why she's a perfect Aries, and there's nothing wrong with that. So girl, you do your thing. But so far, this girl, Lord have mercy. They done beat this girl toe up and shit, and she still getting them the bag. I couldn't do it. Oh Lord have mercy, that scared me. Ooh. But yeah, man, she did what she did, and that was sweet. That means she had a good heart. But the fact that we found out so much stuff about the blacklisting and all that stuff. So yeah. Hey Nicole. So yeah, so far we learned so far since reading this book tonight, because we oh my God, that first chapter, but that chapter we read tonight, oh my goodness, that was crazy. So before we end tonight, we learned that we confirmed through Jessica, aka Rachel, that DB has the power to blacklist people. Ooh. Also, we learned that if you dating somebody famous, y'all both equally famous, either you do this and they only show certain pictures, or you have to sign a contract stating you dating them and letting people know that you're dating, and you have to go public. Like, it's like they're forcing you to make your relationship to go public when you don't want to yet. That one, her purse got her Balenciaga. Somebody then came and sabotaged her Balenciaga. Yunji done stepped on her toe. Girl, the last 3 chapters have hurt my head. I'm about to get off here. I can't read no more for the rest of the night. I can't. I'll be back tomorrow night. That was a lot. 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 That was a lot, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. So far, I'm skimming through this stuff. I'm reading. I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting pissed off at some of this shit I'm reading. I'm getting pissed off at some of this shit I'm reading. I'm getting pissed off at some of the shit I'm reading. We gonna read tomorrow night, y'all. Y'all gonna get pissed off at me tomorrow night because I'm getting pissed off at what I'm reading. Mina and Lizzie are Mina and Lizzie, Jung. These girls are assholes. They're yeah. It's starting. I'm reading this now. I'm reading some of this shit. I'm getting pissed off. Oh wow. Whoo, Jesus. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, we gonna have some problems with some of these girls. Cause Lena, I just read something right now that pissed me off. Let me tell y'all something. I went to the bathroom. Let me tell y'all something. Mina and Lizzie and Jiyun and Jungum, especially Mina and Lizzie, they said some real foul shit just then. And I'm just like, oh, y'all bitches is jealous. So we gonna read that tomorrow night, bro. I'm livid right now. They doing some really, really like whack ass shit right now. I'm telling y'all, this book is I knew somebody told me this book was gonna make me pissed off. I'm hot. Bro, I'm heated with some of this shit I'm reading right now. Y'all really they're being so mean to this girl. Y'all, the shit I just read just now, when we read tomorrow night, y'all gonna have y'all mouth gonna drop to the floor. I can't believe that girl just said that about Rachel. I was like, damn, that's cruel. But anyway, we're gonna get off here for tonight. I need to get off here. My head hurts. These hoes have really just irked my nerve for the evening. Yes, we'll be on here tomorrow. We'll be on here tomorrow because child, Lizzie and Mina, child, Jessica, Rachel, ma'am. virtual hug. And I'm gonna give you some virtual hot Cheetos, ma'am. I just, you got a good heart, man. You do. You're loyal. You were so loyal. 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 Mm-mm-mm. Damn. Anyway, I'm about to get off here because every time I look at this book, I keep getting mad. The book is beautiful. I ain't got no problem with Jessica in the book. I have a problem with how stuff went down. And I'm glad that she's telling her truth. Because let's be honest, for all them years, when she got kicked out, she wasn't allowed to tell her truth. Now she gets to tell her truth her own way. And I'm glad she's telling her truth. And them girls in the group, they can get mad all they want to, talk about you ain't got no business to tell nobody else's business. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. That girl got kicked out of a group. She was shunned by people from her own hometown. She couldn't do nothing. Y'all blacklisted her. That ain't right. So she's supposed to, like, what? Just not say nothing to be quiet? No. Whatever, bro. Anyway, let me get out here. I see y'all tomorrow. Love, peace, increase it. Lord have mercy. Tomorrow's gonna be a mess. All right, fam. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoo. Bye.